Welcome back to Bazaar Morning Call. Still down about 0.8% for the index, but let's discuss the earnings season now. It's the cement space on our radar in our special segment, Quarter Se Quarter Tak. Nigel is here to tell us what to expect from the cement earnings this quarter around. Nigel, over to you.
Well, for the cement earnings, three broad points will be in focus. One being that the volumes will be lower. However, prices have increased on a sequential basis and they'll be higher even on a year-on-year basis. And what aids them is, in fact, input costs. They have seen a sharp decline on a sequential basis as well as on a year-on-year basis, and some part of that benefit will be flowing in this quarter itself. So let's run you through the volumes first. Volumes have taken a sharp knock, particularly in North as well as Central and East India, between 20 to 25%. But where it's taken a harder knock is, in fact, West as well as in South India. In fact, in South India, volumes are down by nearly around 45% odd. So that's not great news, but though volumes did pick up in the latter part of the quarter. In terms of pricing, though, if you look at it on a sequential basis, there's been a big pop in terms of prices. So all India prices are up by nearly around 10% approximately, while on a year-on-year basis, it's up by around 3% odd. South India, out there on a sequential basis, we have seen a big surge in terms of prices. Just take a look at that. In South India, the prices are up by nearly around 26%. And keep in mind, in parts of South India like Telangana, as well as in Andhra Pradesh, out there, we've seen a big surge out there. East as well as West India, on a year-on-year basis, well, the pricing is a little bit subdued, while in North India, pricing is up by around 6 to 6.5%, both on a year-on-year basis as well as on a sequential basis. What works for them, though, is take a look at input costs. You have pet coke prices, coal prices. They have seen a sharp decline on a year-on-year basis. Imported coal as well is down nearly around 10 to around 15%. So lower input costs, that's what supports the margins. However, managements have been speaking to us. They say they're not seeing much of fresh demand come on stream, but a lot of pent-up demand is coming on stream, though everyone, believes that post-October, that's post the festive season, we'll see demand come back. In terms of valuations, the companies are not as cheap as they earlier traded at, but some of those companies, in fact, valuation should come up for you. Ultratech Cement at one point of time was trading at around $120, $115 per ton. That spiked up a little bit. You have Shree Cement as well, that now trading above $200 per ton. So short point, for South Indian companies, particularly in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, these numbers will look very good, despite the fact that volumes will be lower. Input costs will cushion their margins. Back to you.
Okay, thank you very much for that, Nigel. Let me go straight away to Rajesh Ravi, the institutional research analyst for cement at HDFC Securities. Rajesh, what would you watch out for? As Nigel said, would it be that the southern companies are going to do better, and how are their valuations stacking up?
Hi, good morning. On the quarterly preview, obviously South market, on a low base of last year, this year again we are seeing around 40% YOY volume decline largely on account of April being a complete washout. Even subsequent months have been relatively poor compared to the northern half of India, where the volume decline north, what we understand is that the north market would have declined 20%, north central. This should have been marginal growth, despite COVID impact. And, Maharashtra being a largely non-trade focused market is badly hit, 40% odd decline during the quarter. In terms of the earnings, the second big factor was the pricing. So in South, companies have been able to take, significant price recovery, largely in the AP Telangana market, where the prices have grown almost by 90 to 100 rupee per bag on a Q-on-Q basis. So that will help the AP Telangana based players largely offset the volume impact, and most of the players in large exposure to that market will be less impacted. Whereas even in all other markets this quarter, the margin will look extremely strong. For the aggregate basis, we expect the industry margin to be north of 1150, okay, which is the second highest in last many quarters. So, and most of the companies will be reporting 1,000 rupee plus EBITDA margin. So, okay, North was already strong on the realization, and thereafter they have further gained, in this quarter, Q-on-Q and YY. So, broadly, the margins will look strong for, strong for all, but the volume impact will weigh down the EBITDA on a YY basis.
Okay. I wanted thoughts on some individual stocks as well, because I was going through your list and you do track names like JK Lakshmi Cement and JK Cement. Some of these stocks like JK Cement have had a huge rally. I mean, 40% in less than 3 months. Do you think a lot of the good news is already in the price, or do you see more upsides for names like this?
So for JK Cement, it has almost recovered back to its pre-COVID levels. The good part is that the company has been able to complete its major expansion in North, and the recovery is aided because the North market continues to, hold on to its sheen. The strong pricing, less impact of COVID, all these things have again, boosted confidence in the northern market, and that is why JK Cement has again rallied back. Now from here on, because if demand remains relatively better, JK Cement will have, another strong year in terms of it has surplus capacity. Very few players in North market today have surplus capacity. Shree Cement and JK Cement, slightly in terms of Ultratech. Most of the other clinker utilization factor, if we look at in the North Central market on a combined basis, it was already north of 85%. So companies which have added capacities recently stand to gain. And that is why JK Cement has got re-rated. There is also a re-rating factor because JK Cement has also not only gained new capacities, the new capacities will also enhance the overall margin profile in the grey cement business. So that is why JK Cement, yes, it has significantly run up. The further run up will have, won't be that fast. But in the same market, I believe even JK Lakshmi this year could be a strong year for JK Lakshmi because overall margin profile for JK Lakshmi is also improved, and this company will also benefit from the strong demand and pricing in that market.
Right. Rajesh, I was looking at your picks, and in fact, Shree Cement doesn't feature in that list. In fact, you have a reduce out there. Give us a rationale out there, and how do you expect, the company to perform in this quarter?
So Shree Cement has been doing phenomenally well on the operating metrics. Even this quarter, we are expecting the company to report 20% volume decline, 1,600 rupee EBITDA margin, the best in the industry, and that is where its strong valuations are holding on. So what we believe that Shree Cement largely, because of its large exposure to North Central and even the East market where volume momentum is strong, will benefit on the operating front. But I believe that most of these are already captured in the valuations. Valuing a commodity, nonetheless, a commodity stock at 19 or 20 times EV by EBITDA, is slightly going on the higher side. We have alternatives like Ultratech, which is also expanding on its margins, and playing out all the levers it has, economies of scale, in terms of brand monetization of the recently acquired Century Textiles, and benefiting from the Binani assets in North, and deleveraging balance sheet, also reducing the overall working capital which was there on the company. So net, I believe the valuation will move toward an Ultratech versus a Shree Cement.
Okay. All right, Rajesh, it was a very useful conversation. Thank you very much for joining us. As you say, a lot of value of Shree Cement is in the price. Looks like a value of a lot of the good news that we're throwing at the market in terms of lower crude prices or HDFC Bank's clarification is also